Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Samantha the Introvert. Today I want to give you my personal review on episode 11 and 12 of Kiseki Dear to Me. I already did my reviews on episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Links are in the description below, so without further ado, let's get into it. The episode starts off with Bai Zhengyi looking at his phone on the text he received about Fang Jiru and his father saw. Bai Zhengyi told his father about the relationship he had with Fang Jiru and asked his father if he's okay with that. And his father said at first he was worried for Bai Zhengyi, but after seeing how happy Fang Jiru made Bai Zhengyi, his father said he's okay with the relationship. He then advises his son that if he wants to see Fang Jiru, he should. Bai Zhengyi went to the hotel and room number as the text stated. But the person who opened the door wasn't Fang Jiru. It was Fang Jiru Shen, and I must say, this man is still sexy. He then gave Bai Zhengyi the room card to Fang Jiru. Oh, by the way, Fang Jiru Shen was the one who texted Bai Zhengyi. Moving on. When Bai Zhengyi tries to go into the room that Fang Jiru is in, Fang Jiru Shen tries to persuade Bai Zhengyi to forget about Fang Jiru and starts a new life, free from the trouble that Fang Jiru background might cause him. But Bai Zhengyi said that he will stick with Fang Jiru's side because he loves Fang Jiru. But at this point, Fang Jiru Shen sees how much Bai Zhengyi loves Fang Jiru, so he can't stop him anymore, but just step aside. When Bai Zhengyi went in the room, it was filled with a lot of liquor bottles and the drunken Fang Jiru. Bai Zhengyi saw pills at nightstand and thought Fang Jiru took most of them with the liquor. But it turns out that Fang Jiru was just sleeping. But Fang Jiru kept repeating under his voice about missing someone. When Fang Jiru woke up, he caresses Bai Zhengyi's face and told him he misses Bai Zhengyi. They ended up kissing and things got emotional because Fang Jiru not only apologized to Bai Zhengyi but also blames himself for not protecting Bai Zhengyi. Now, because of Fang Jiru's family, they caused Bai Zhengyi not to have the future he wanted, which is to be a doctor. And Bai Zhengyi is not mad of Fang Jiru. They both ended up having a passionate night together. Then we see Idi getting a pillow gift with Shangi on it from Shangi as a way to ask Idi to come back to the gang, but Idi refuses it. Back at the hideout, the guy is advising Shangi to give a gift to Idi that really would make Idi love it. Then we see someone coming in to Bai Zhengyi's cafe. It turns out to be the grandfather of Fang Jiru. The grandfather came to negotiate with money to tell Bai Zhengyi to leave Fang Jiru, but Bai Zhengyi refuses and told the grandfather that he likes Fang Jiru and no amount of money can stop him from loving Fang Jiru. And it seems that Fang Jiru and Fang Jiru Sheng found a way to hear all that grandfather and Bai Zhengyi's conversation. But that didn't stop their plan. In fact, that only increases everything. Then we see this longtime friend who keeps trying to find a way to ask Bai Zhengyi how he ended up in jail. Don't worry, I promise you she is important for later. She's always lurking and listening when you don't know. She's a sneaky ninja. Anyways, news got out about the grandfather and his bribery and his money schemes, and Fang Jiru just landing it and laying it all out like buffet on the table. The grandfather sees how bad things are and asks Fang Jiru what he wanted. Fang Jiru said he wants to be free from the Fan family and he wants to be with the person he loves. But the grandfather said he wants Fang Jiru to have a normal wedding with the eldest daughter of some chairman. But Fang Jiru declares that if he wants to have a wedding, it would be with the man he loves. The grandfather then looked at Fang Jiru Shen and asked about his thoughts on the matter. But Fang Jiru Shen stated that he is interested in marrying the eldest daughter and that he should grant Fang Jiru's request of freedom. Episode 11 ends off with Shangi seemingly being attacked. Now, episode 12. Okay, episode 12 starts off with some girls complimenting Bai Zhengyi and his cakes. Then Fang Zhiru came and heard them, and they continued to say the history on to why Bai Zhengyi made only strawberry cakes. Fang Zhiru and Bai Zhengyi went to talk, and Bai Zhengyi asked Fang Zhiru if Yi can come live with him now that he's free from the Fang family. But Fang Zhiru said that he needs more time, and of course Bai Zhengyi agrees to wait. Then we have this guy again bringing another gift to ID from Shangi. And it turns out to be a present that ID loves, but he came to his senses and refuses these gifts as well. ID then recalled a time when Shangi visited him at jail because the guy told ID that after Shangi visited ID from jail, Shangi changed. Shangi even tried to celebrate their birthday. ID told him never to celebrate his birthday because it's meaningless and that Shangi should celebrate birthday with someone he likes. Also, I get the numbers now. 19 is ID and 22 is Shangi. I thought it was a year. It was so confusing. When Heidi was about to leave, Shengyi showed one of the gifts that Heidi hid, indicating that Shengyi found all the birthday gifts that Heidi hid from Shengyi and never got the chance to give Shengyi. But Heidi played it off and told Shengyi to throw them away because he doesn't care about them anymore. But when Heidi said that and leaves, it hurts Shengyi's feeling and he cried. The guy then revealed that what Shangi said about Shangteng was a lie to get ID to go closer to Shangi. Frustrated, ID asked the guy to tell him the truth, but the guy told ID to ask Shangi himself, then ran away. We then see Fang Zhiru was about to go to see Bai Zhengyi at his cafe until Bai Zhengyi's father spotted Fang Zhiru. Fang Zhiru started to apologize for causing trouble, but the father said even though he is upset, Bai Zhengyi didn't, and it's because of that is the reason he is able to forgive. He then said he will only forgive Fang Zhiru if he comes home with Bai Zhengyi for dinner, and of course Fang Zhiru can't refuse. Everyone was happy enjoying the night's eating, which take us to where someone seemingly attacked Shengyi. It turns out to be ID, and of course ID using the same technique he uses to get information out of Shengyi, which is spicy hot pot. But ID's been in jail for 4 years, so he doesn't know that that technique don't work on Shengyi anymore. Shengyi escaped from ID and brought ID to his room to tie up ID. Shengyi said since ID left him 4 years ago, he fell in love with ID and that he knows that the person he slept with 4 years ago that night was ID. He also told ID that he found all the present ID was gonna give him and realized ID celebrated their birthday by himself. I'm telling you, those years were the roughest and the saddest for ID. Shengyi then asked ID to celebrate his birthday with ID's birthday together, and many to come as long as they both live. ID then said he's the kind of person who doesn't like to share anything that belongs to him, and Shengyi said he's the same and expresses why he hates anyone who tries to come to ID. They ended up spending a romantic time together. We then see this longtime girl looking at Bai Zhengyi and she looks creepy, hangry, pissed. You see these bands that she's wearing? It's important, but that's for later. Okay, we see these two lovebirds enjoying a cake. Bai Zhengyi offers to teach them how to bake cake that is not strawberry. Anyways, it seems like Bai Zhengyi is doing a cake for Fang Zhiru with an engagement ring. Anyways, Girl overheard ID and Bai Zhengyi talking about Bai Zhengyi going to jail for Fang Zhiru, and she heard that and dropped the glass. Always lurking. Then we see these social media influencers interviewing Bai Zhengyi and asked about his cakes. Anyways, Zhengyi came to pick up his man, ID. The episode ends when ID sees a person holding a pew-pew at Shengyi and ID tries to protect, but Shengyi pushed ID out of the way and took the hit instead. Okay, guys, that is the end of my review on episodes 11 and 12 of Kiseki Dear to Me. Stay tuned for my review on episode 13. And as always, if you like any of my reviews, give them a thumbs up, subscribe, hit notification bell so you never miss any of my videos, and I'll see you next time.